Hello and welcome back. I know it's been longer than a week since my last video and I apologize. I've been in a weird spot and learning more on how to produce the best quality videos I can for you. And it's a work in progress, so I'm getting somewhere, just nowhere to show yet. I apologize for that. This is my mini attempt at recording this video. First time, lighting was bad. Second time, the angle was bad. The last time, there was some weird high-pitched screech that I couldn't even edit the video because it was hurting my ears. So now we're trying this with a vlogging camera. Let's see how this goes. So we're gonna get back to the LGBT Pride Month videos, and this week we're gonna be talking about labeling of the LGBT community, labeling within the community, and then labeling as a universal concept. So first, as it comes to labeling people in the community, as I'm wearing this, of course I'm gay sweater, it's clear that I'm okay with being labeled gay. But that's not always the case with some individuals. Some might not feel comfortable being labeled because, one, they could be still coming to terms with their own person and trying to understand who they are better, or they just don't want to be labeled because they spent their entire life being labeled, and it's one of their very few opportunities where they don't have to worry about that. So something we could do to help break that down is, rather than asking someone, hey, are you gay? You wait for them to tell you if they're ever comfortable doing that, or if they ever feel the need to tell you they're gay, because sometimes it's not necessary. Sometimes they just want to express who they are, and they don't want that label to be stuck on them because they don't feel the need it needs to be. The next thing is labeling within the LGBT community. And what I mean is, within our community, there is labeling going on that probably shouldn't be happening, and all it's doing is creating walls that the social constructions have built, and all we're doing, rather than breaking them down, is we're adding to them more. So something we can do as a community is, rather than first is noticing what those labels are. For me, a label that is commonly associated is, oh, are they a top or a bottom? And that can become kind of wishy-washy, because why is it necessary to label someone? Because how are you going to tell if someone's a top or a bottom from being on the outside of their relationship? Is it because they're masculine so they're a top, or they're feminine because they're a bottom, or the way they dress, the way they act? Honestly, we have no idea because we're not in the bedroom with them. So I don't think it's necessary. I get it that it comes to mind because, trust me, I've done it. I've thought it in my head, but it's something that doesn't need to be verbalized. So yeah, you can think it. You can't really stop that from happening, but it's not always necessary to verbalize or ask. Just let it happen. Finally, we're going to be talking about labeling as a universal concept, and how the labeling that I connected to the LGBT community affects all spans of life: gender, race, class, etc. So gender, we notice male or female, boy or girl, and honestly, that's not always the case. Sometimes there's people who don't identify as either. So why build that label? Why is it necessary? Why can't someone be a person? Race, why does someone have to be labeled as someone based off their skin color? Now, don't confuse race with ethnicity, because ethnicity is their background of where their ethnic heritage is from. Race is usually based off of someone's skin color. Why? Why is that necessary? Lastly is class. Why does someone have to be broken down by their monetary status? Whether they're better off, privileged, underprivileged. And a lot of times we base that off of what they do or don't have. And sometimes that's a single story. We don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. So we don't really have the proper position to be doing that. So what I want you and I do. Comment below questions you have about class, gender, sexuality, race. Put those questions below, and something to make sure that it is a safe space. Any flagged questions will come to me first, and obviously if they're okay, I'm let them post, but if not, sorry, not going up. This is going to be a safe space for anyone who has honest, open questions about those topics. Please post below, and obviously I'm not going to know all the answers. If you have maybe an answer or want to, if you have experience with a question, comment below, elaborate. I want this to become a community, kind of a bonding event. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and even if you didn't, give it a thumbs up anyway. Also, subscribe to my channel. I know we're in a little slump, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna push through and overcome. My last video was amazing. So many views, likes, comments, shares. It exceeded everything from all my past videos for 6 months. 6 months of videos, although I wasn't posting weekly, so I don't know if that counts. But either way, it's my most everything. So thank you so much to all my new subscribers since then. Thank you for joining me. Below our social media to Twitter, Facebook page, Tumblr. Yes, I started that. It's kind of empty right now. Just started it. Let me know if you want me to start a Snapchat for that. Also, big news. I've been working on a website, and it's sort of live. It's in like trial phase, so it's like has justinotherDrew.squarespace.com. So for right now, it's that weird thing. I think you need to put in a CAPTCHA before you go in, because it's trial, so it needs to make sure like virus doesn't like try to attack it, or some robot tries to do something with it. So go check it out. Link for that below. There's a lot of interactive things for you to do. I have linked to this channel, a link to my Spotify playlist where you can play it from the website as long as you have Spotify on your computer, I think. Link for Spotify is on there, but if you want me to listen to certain music, include that with a playlist, there's an area where you can do that. A store that I'm planning on opening eventually. It's a work in progress, but there's so many things that I want to include you in, and that's what that website is for. So go check it out, respond to it, give me feedback, because this is for us, you and I together, to build something pretty grand. So that is it for this week. I hope to see you very soon. I plan to have 4 videos up for this month, minimum. So hold me to that, please. So that's it for this week. So as always, stay beautiful, keep smiling, and I will see you, if not in a week, a couple days. Bye.